Steve, were you confident near the end, or were you very worried?
Oh, look, I think you're always nervous when you're only a goal in front. You know, it takes a slip and the ball's in the back of the net, but we continued to push and create chances when they were pushing at us. So, I don't know about confidence the right thing, but yeah, nervous a bit.
Closes the gap to 1 point.
Yeah, look, it really puts a real good fight on. The top 4 teams is only probably 4 or 5 points now, so second half of the season will be really, really important.
Three standouts for you today, obviously Albie and Adam scoring would be
yeah, I suppose. I mean, to me it was a team effort, and I think right across the park they worked for 90 minutes. And I just think it's a magnificent performance by a team that could quite easily have been totally demoralised by a grand final loss, and to come out here against the top team and play as well as they did, I just think it's fantastic effort.
You had to get onto some players to maintain their concentration on that towards the end there?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think they tried to get carried away and want to keep pushing and maybe leave themselves open, so just a little gentle reminder that they need to concentrate.
So, do you think the pressure's on South now?
Oh, look, South are still comfortable in the fact that they're on top of the ladder, and even though they've lost today, they're still on top of the ladder, and people have still got to go and take it off them. So, I just think it makes for a fantastic finish for the season.
Parallels between this game and obviously the game last year when you ended there at 1.
Yeah, look, I think today's was probably even better because of the lead into this game that both teams have had. I mean, South didn't have to play Monday, whereas we did, and the boys have put a lot of work into their recovery and going into this game. And yeah, look, we knew we could beat them. Just a matter of putting the performance on the day.
The boys are a little bit low early in the week after the loss.
Yeah, look, I think so. I mean, to go into a cup final as favourites and make the mistakes we did was demoralising for all of them, and they took it very hard. And I think that's probably a good sign. But then to be able to pick themselves back up and come back out here today and perform, magnificent.
Thanks, Steve. Congratulations, Scotty. You are man of the match today.
Yeah, thanks, Jules. It was a good result finally. Put pressure on South, and they felt under a bit of pressure. So 2-1's a good result for us, and the Premier League's back open. So
obviously, after the loss on Monday, the boys have bounced back very well today.
Yeah, definitely. We spoke about this game as being our second cup. The boys are obviously disappointed after the result on the weekend, but to bounce back like this and get up 2-1, can't complain. It's perfect for us.
Looking forward into the rest of the season, how are you looking to respond to South obviously being 1 point ahead?
Pretty much, we just go game by game now. We can't drop points because we know South won't. So we've got to play them again in the third round, and if we keep winning and put pressure on them, it's going to come down to that game. So
you seemed badly hurt there at one stage, Liam. Are you all right?
Yeah, just a knock on the ankle. I didn't really see him coming, and then just got me. So heat of the moment, it's great. Can't complain with the tackle. I give it, I get it. So you got to expect that.
What about that chance there near the end? We could have sealed it 3-1. A bit disappointed that Fergie saved that one.
Oh, definitely. Training, pitches and goals, and I'll most likely bury that, but. It was a great save in the end, and 2-1, can't complain with that. So
obviously the goal that you scored in the final was one of the goals of the season so far. You must have been pretty happy with that finish, even though the team did lose.
Yeah, I would have been happy not to score it, to be honest with you, and the team win. But sometimes you hit them and they come off. Sometimes you do and they don't come off. So, but no, it was good.
Thanks, Scotty.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers, mate. Tough result to swallow there, Ken.
Not really. They were the better team. They played with more life than us. Played with more energy. The game's very predictable, but they played well. So credit to White Eagles today. We were second best.
Not much depth off the bench that have maybe changed the game, obviously with Eves' injury and that sort of thing. How did the team respond when he went down and obviously Bladel came in?
Well, Hugo has obviously been away, so for him to come back into midfield and pick up the pace was difficult, but that's where he wants to play. He thinks he's a midfield player, so we put him in there to do a job. And that didn't happen today. We were second best in midfield. So I think the depth on the bench is all right. When Incy came on, he gave them a few problems with his pace. Everybody's in the same boat. White Eagles, they're the same as we are. If we get injuries or suspensions, whatever, your first team is depleted, but you rely on your backup, and that's what we've done today. Today we weren't good enough.
Ken, towards the end there, you were playing some good football, building up beautifully, but you just couldn't sort of get those shots in?
Yeah, we didn't have any penetration today. The pitch wasn't made for good football. I mean, the first touches from all the players was bad today. And if your first touch is bad, it gives them a chance of the ball. And as you know, Walter, McEwen's quick, and Lazinski's a good target man to bounce the ball off, and and young McEwen works hard to get in goal scoring position. So it was all, maybe too much possession today could hurt us, and a couple of times it did. They had really good breakaways. Liam maybe should have done better when one-on-one with the keeper, but we'll learn from it.
Rue that chance that Brennan missed when he rounded Hitchford in the first half?
Yeah, I think there was a couple. Andy missed one, Nick missed one at the back post. There were a couple of chances where we maybe could have gone in at half-time 2-2, or maybe with our noses in front, and it's a different game. We thought we were doing okay because we fancied coming uphill in the second half, which is a bit longer this end, but this side of the field is very heavy going, and the touches were difficult for the players to get down and play.
Andy seemed to pick up an injury there halfway through the second half. He went for his groin. Is he all right?
He's all right.
Yeah. What about Clark and Eves? Obviously they came off with injuries.
Bobby's been sick all week with the flu, and he struggled to train, so he was finding it hard to get his breath. So that was the only reason. We don't want to put him at risk.
And Ned's got a blood nose or something.
And Ned just had a crashing nose. He broke it in midweek. His bigger brother clattered him in training, and didn't help matters. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Ken.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.